So I have changed the angle for this throwing video because I'm going to be throwing a bowl, and you focus a lot of your energy on the inside of the bowl, and actually working on the inside of the bowl helps inform the shape of the outside of the bowl. So it's more important for you to see what I'm doing inside this form. Working with about 2 pounds of clay. Centering using my usual hand positions, so coning up, pushing back down, keeping one hand behind the clay, and then one fist on top. Then I can start to open my form. Pull it open a little bit further. Check my depth. And then I can sponge it out to see what the floor of this piece is starting to look like. So you want there to be a slope inside of your bowl. You want it to be a nice, smooth transition that is rounded out. You don't want to have a flat bottom and then a sharp edge. So as I'm pulling my walls and thinning them, I'm also shaping the pot at the same time. So while I'm pulling the walls, I'm pulling out and then curving to immediately create that bowl shape. This allows me to create a gradual incline from the center of the bowl out and up into the walls instead of having a flat bottomed piece, which is not really what you want when you're making a bowl. Then I can come in with my sponge and kind of clean up, and then I'm going to work on that little divot that's in the middle, and I like to use the round edges of various rib tools, and depending on the shape you can use all kinds of different shaped ribs to create interesting bowls. But I'm going to work with this little blue rib, and I'm going to use the curved side. I'm actually going to apply some pressure and kind of take out those little indentations from my fingers in the center, and then work my way up the wall of the pot. Create a nice, smooth transition. Up, make sure it looks good, work on compressing my rim by kind of curling my sponge around the rim. Again, you can do this with a chamois, a little piece of wet paper towel. People just use their fingers, but you want that round and thin. Take a little bit off of the outside of the bowl. Definitely want to heat gun your bowl for a while. If I were to take my wire cutters and slice underneath and then try to move this bowl right away, I would flex the rim, and that would create kind of a wobbly, uneven, not perfectly circular rim, which I'm trying to avoid. So I want to heat that up really well and let it get closer to leather hard before I actually cut it off of the wheel, so it can hold its shape a little better. want to make sure you're moving the heat gun or having the wheel spin slowly while you use the heat gun, because if you keep it in one spot for too long, you can over dry that spot and cause your pot to crack. The outside of that bowl looks like.